All right, so but there, let's not take the attention off of you, okay?
Now let's not, because this one's
why
a
you
guy.
guys gotta
We
go
haven't.
hopping in straight
This
at
is an
each other?
offense
All right,
that
I understand.
Peyton Manning couldn't even do. Andrew Luck couldn't even do. Oh my God! A king never crowns himself, Derek. We'll wait for our host to come in. I mean, you're as red as your orange sweater. What's going on, buddy?
All right.
And I gotta admit, I think I've said so. 3 weeks ago I was on a cruise ship, right? I got drunk. I did a lot of dumb stuff, but easily the dumbest thing I did was give the Colts the AFC South crown. I gave it to you, Derek, and I think Ruben did too. Yep. I don't know what was wrong with me. But right now it's looking a little bit rough over there.
Where's
it is rough over here.
Yeah, we need a host right now because we're gonna go a little bit crazy over here.
Yeah, we're gonna,
I mean, we can just go right into it until Jesse gets back here.
There needs to be structure in this ass whooping that's about to happen.
Oh, please.
Take it easy, guys. Don't make him crack his fibula.
Dalton, we do got to talk about your Jags though, because Jags go in, they get it done. This now puts you in a position where if you beat the Colts this upcoming week, you guys are in sole position of first place in the division. Brother, a few short weeks ago, man, it seemed a little doom and gloom coming from Jaguars fans. But right now, you guys are riding super, super high. I got a DM. I'm not going to say from who. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but I got a DM. It was around week 3-ish. We were previewing week 3. I do remember watching this video and this situation in week 3 where Derek Stingley was put to trial by one Derek, and Derek said that there's no way that Stingley is going to be able to keep up when these guys play. I don't know how that went. You tell me how the matchup. I don't have. I can find it. I can probably pull it up pretty quick here. But listen, I just
I'll
it
pull it up on the
exists.
flag because I have admin access.
Oh, you got the same DM. You got the same DM.
Yeah, you
Okay.
talk.
Yeah,
and then I'll throw this up here.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, Ruben, this is the floor is yours, brother. You guys won. Talk to me.
Yeah, so it's basically what we've been trying to tell Indianapolis and Derek, that you guys are frauds. That when it comes down to it, when you go up against a good defense, when you go up against a good team, you are gonna fold. All year I've been hearing about how great this Colts offense is, how great Jonathan Taylor is, how great Daniel Jones is. Absolutely shut down. The Colts were undefeated at home. Not no more, says the Houston Texans. We've been saying this all season that the Colts are frauds. You know what? Bring this up. Before I keep on going, Derek.
Okay. This is up here.
Ooh,
okay,
receipts.
Let's play it.
Colts for the Super Bowl says Colts cooked PS2, Stingless and Hunter stand no chance. All right.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait. Derek, I can't wait.
Daniel Jones cooked Patrick Surtain in that game. Your guy stands no chance.
Okay,
dude,
no
Derek.
chance.
Listen, and when you get stomped, all these Colts fans, you're gonna scatter like roaches. I can't wait.
Sure.
I'll be honest with you guys. I feel bad for Derek in a way because Derek is so emotional. He's on such a high right now.
Oh,
the Colts aren't making the playoffs, dude. When they go downhill,
when a team goes 2-0,
when they spiral downhill,
chance of making the playoffs, right?
When they spiral downhill, you are going to be insufferable. You're not going to know what is going on.
Why are you talking about my playoff chances? Worry about your own playoff chances.
I'm not talking about the Jaguars. I'm talking about you because you are extremely cocky for a team that, quite frankly, I don't think it's very good.
And it's what we've been trying to tell them all year, but they refuse to believe it. And they've lost 3 out of their last 4. They just looked horrible on offense. This was the first game all year where Indianapolis did not score 20 points. Absolutely shut out by the Houston Texans defense. And I know Derek's not even going to talk about that. He's going to talk about the referees. He's going to say that you should have had a flag on the delay of game. That wasn't pass interference. That immediately is going to give him a score. He's not going to talk about the Houston Texans outpassing the Indianapolis Colts. He's not going to talk about the Houston Texans outrushing the Indianapolis Colts. This was a swing of momentum. Derek doesn't even have confidence in his team. The Houston Texans, though, this is the best defense in the NFL. This is a Super Bowl caliber defense. He looked as quarter 1 and 2, but in quarters 3 and 4, he looked like the CJ Stroud that run offensive rookie of the year. This Houston Texans team. Dalton talked about his team. The vibes are high. The vibes here are immaculate. Now you have an opportunity on Sunday to eliminate the Kansas City Chiefs. Then things get really scary for the Houston Texans. You went into what's it called again? No, it's called the Stroud House. CJ Stroud 4-1 against the Indianapolis Colts. What else is there to be said? Texans take care of business, like I've been saying all year.
Oh man, this is not pretty. I gotta say, we haven't yet previewed the games, but if the Texans can put the nail in the coffin to the Kansas City Chiefs, I think everybody would celebrate that. Maybe not everybody in the AFC South, but everybody else, every other fan of every other team, celebrating the hell out of that one. So we're all low-key Texans fans this upcoming weekend. Derek, maybe not you. You may not be a Texans fan. This one was a heartbreaker for sure. Luckily, you get one more stab at it in week 18. You got the Jaguars coming up. As bad as it's been, brother, as bad as it's been, a win against the Jaguars could certainly turn things around real quick, reestablish order within the division with the Colts up top. But right now, this one stings, or should I say sting Lees. Talk to me about this one.
Well, I wasn't going to bring the refs up until Ruben brought it up. I mean, if you want to bring the refs up in this, which again, I wasn't going to do, we lost this game for another reason. But again, your most faithful player in your franchise's history even called out the NFL saying how atrocious those refs were in that game. That's all I'm going to say. National media was saying it. The announcers were saying it. It was a bad product. I'm not going to go any further than that.
Number one offense in the NFL, absolutely shut out in their house. In their house.
Derek, let me ask you this, because there's a little bit of a bigger problem happening. Right now, the Colts have lost 3 of 4. Their only win was overseas against a very bad Falcons team.
Yeah.
Overall, how concerned are you that this team might miss the playoffs 1 to 10? 10 being the most concerned, 1 being the least concerned.
Right now, I mean, I'm at an 8 because I mean, literally, you went from, if you had won this game, you have a 90% chance of making the playoffs. Now you're sitting here at a 71% chance, and with the division on the line right now, and with the potential, if you do lose this game, worst possible scenario for Indianapolis, you could be the 8th seed at the end of this weekend if you lose. There's a possibility where the Colts are not in the playoff picture after this weekend if we lose. And you're at the point now where you went from a 92% chance to make the playoffs just a month ago to now you could potentially be out of the playoff picture. And the schedule, like Dalton keeps saying, it's not getting any easier for the Indianapolis Colts. They're going to face 2 very good teams upcoming after that. And then you got to face your 2 divisional opponents yet again to end out your schedule. And obviously, if Jacksonville keeps winning games, then I will say this. If the Colts lose this weekend, they will not win the AFC South. They won't win the AFC South. There's no way that we win 3 out of our last 4 to keep it interesting. And that's if the Jacksonville only wins 2 out of their last 4, which I don't think that they will do that because they only have 2 real strong opponents potentially after that. So I really think that it is very concerning with the Indianapolis Colts with the way they have just continuously dropped over these last 5 weeks.
Derek, in 250 words or less, who is most to blame for what's going on for the Colts right now, or the Colts?
Shane Steichen, I would say for the most part is the problem with this. And I mean, it's just not playing complementary football.
And then and then Rocky says Danny Crimes for stealing the money from the Colts.
That's creative.
That is very creative. I like that. That's a good one. If all three teams make the playoffs, who do I think is the scariest to play? I would go Texans, man. I think CJ Stroud's the best quarterback on any of the three teams. I've thought that for a long time. And that defense is just too much. It's too much to deal with. So I would say the Texans are the scariest of the three teams if they can all get in.
Bro, that would be awesome if three teams got in. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This roundtable.
I call the Colts first.
Hey, we'll take the chart. We'll take the Chargers that we want.
All right, I'll meet you in round 2 in Houston.
I'll just be watching the damn thing, so whatever.
Look at Derek. Look at the confidence on Derek. Like it's just gone.
I mean, I appreciate the realism though. I appreciate the realism. I can't even troll him anymore because that was a very
he's being realistic. He's being realistic.
I mean, that was me 3 weeks ago when I handed him the division.
You know what's crazy is at the beginning of the season, Derek picked him to go, I think 9-8, and now like 10-7 would be a super disappointment based off of how they started. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's crazy how things change.
It's all because of based on how they started. You're right. I was like, most Colts fans, if you were 8-4 through the first 13 weeks, most people would be very happy with that. But the problem is we would feel so much better about it if we started off being kind of like where the Texans were or what the Jags were dealing with. And then all of a sudden you start ascending late, but it's really bad right now.
All right. Well, listen, we got to hear from our sponsors over at Sleeper. You can get a 100% deposit match of up to $100 using promo code RTS. Link is pinned to the top of the description. So check them out. Sleeper is the fastest growing fantasy app out there. You can play daily fantasy, weekly fantasy, yearly fantasy. I'm in a dynasty league in Sleeper myself.